Hello, everybody. Today, we are now lawyers, ready to play Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. So basically, this game is, well, pretty much a good game that's not made in America. So, pretty much, we're gonna play this. So basically, we're gonna start the first episode, Episode 1, the first turnabout. And if you like this series as well, along my other series, please like and subscribe and share this content with your other friends. Please. People need to see more of my content. It's great. Let's start this. Alright, shut up, Xbox. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Jesus, this guy's an idiot, especially with the dot in his forehead. August 3, 9 a.m., 47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Why aren't we number 1? Or am I nervous? Right. No, I'm wrong. That's what's up. Hi, Chief. Not for children! Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Obviously, Sherlock. Yeah. Hey, Hey there, Larry. Dude, I am so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah, now that's very appropriate now, isn't it, Phoenix, right? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he is a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's what I'm just going to do. Okay, I did not read that right. I am so sorry. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Again, courtroom number 1, not number 2! Blah, 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 blah. Whatever, please start already. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Phoenix Wright, Petro. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Okay. Alright. So, I already know the defendant in this case, okay? It's Mia Fey. Yeah. The, defendant, that's, Mia Fey. Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. Ah, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? Listen, right? The defendant is the one on your trial. Your client. Again, not for children. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get. I put my foot in this time. I got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask one once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Please turn in your badge. How about no? It's Larry Buttman. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about it, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Oh, that's an easy one. I read this case so many times, and now I know who it is. It's, oh, I totally forgot. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? We're children! You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just had a brain fart. I think I have a migraine. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. You may not have heard that, but court record. Just press the tab button to check it out at any time. Remember to check it often. Do it for me. Please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Just press tab here and you should have Cindy's autopsy report. Alright. Or you can press R to see the profiles in that. Larry, come on. You dated her. You're dumb, man. And so is Winston Payne. You never see him like this. Alright, it's Mia Fey. Yeah, she's dead. Mia Fey? What? How can I be the victim? Oh, right. Sorry. It was the first thing that popped in my head. And the court record button. Use it, you idiot. Let me ask you that one again. Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case? Alright, Cindy Stone. I'm sorry about that. Victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what is the cause of the death? She died because she was... Oh, she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with the oh, come on. The victim was struck with the blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepted into evidence a statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Well, duh. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Well, I'll tell you one thing that's not evidence. You. Because you're not That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. That's not appropriate for even you, Mr. Payne. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything. Unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Well, what do you think, Phoenix Wright? Because I'm looking at something that's definitely not for children! He's just, okay. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? She dumped? She just wasn't taking my calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport, she was in Paris before the day of murder. Well, I hope she didn't have any croissants over there. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? But it's not very sweet. Older men. Hey, gone. Hang on a minute. Hang on. She was only 22 years old. And by older men, do you mean this age? Hey, yeah, we got a problem here. Hey, court, we got a bunch of, people on the line looking for young women. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Oh, no. Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? I'm not letting him answer that. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question's irrelevant to this case. Ooh! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, sounds irrelevant to this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Dude, we literally said the opposite of that, and you're just gonna go with the whole thing anyway. Gosh, you're an idiot. Yes, you're an idiot. Judge, no offense into anything at all, and I literally mean no offense to anything, but you're an idiot. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What should I do? Should I have him answer the truth, thus telling him that he was there? Or should I tell him not to answer? I'm not letting him answer that, well, I'll send him a signal. Hey, dog! Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Yeah. I'm starting to think that this is not for kids. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in this court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witnesses. Witness. Oh, come on. You really gotta get better at this. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Hey, yeah, it's the killer! It's the killer! Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes! Newspapers, yes! Oh my god, shut it, Sawit. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony, witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I look inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. That man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell me the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursuit. I do not know what that word is. I can't pronounce it. Basically, there was a blackout from literally from the start of the death to I think, I'm not sure, but pretty much the whole time until 6 p.m. So pretty much the whole time. Thus, there was no power. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do now? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. And I'll expose the fact that you're not me, but Joe! Lies? What? He was lying? Dude, he's the killer! Look at the cutscene in the beginning! The client is innocent, right? Then that's what the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove that he's not? Please! You hold the key. It's in the evidence. You want to know what's in the evidence? That you're not made for children! Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There is bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. You know one thing I'll rub in? The fact that you're not made for children! Open the court record with, I get it, okay, we get it. We already know what to do, let's go do this. Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in an apartment. Nope. Thinking, so look at just look at the evidence here. So we got the fact that she died at 4 to 5 p.m. Me, because I'm a defense attorney. Basically, we go here, 1 p.m. Yeah. So clearly, 1 p.m. means 4 to 5 p.m., so... You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Nice puns, right? Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes at the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Shut it. This is trivial. The witness immediately forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Idiot. Mr. Sawit, Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. It's super easy. You should all become lawyers. Lies always beget more lies. And you wanna know you wanna know a truth? You're not see through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? So explain the whole time of discovery thingy. You seem to know about it. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yeah, totally sorry about that. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. I got this one, because it's not a hard one at all, frankly. But it's not funny when I say it. You see, when Nope. If it was coming from the television, watch. How was it coming from the television when the power was out? Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. No! The defense is a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. But I'm not convinced that you did it yet, and I still think Larry Butts did it. Here in the time. Explain that. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What an idiot! You saw a clock. That would explain it. I mean, it's true. If you could see a clock, that would be understandable. But as a weapon, that's not stated as a weapon. This guy's clearly sweating in his testimony. And the music is far better now. Yeah, the murder weapon. The murder weapon was a clock. Yeah, this is a clock. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. There, answer your questions, buddy. Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was our table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? So then how does he know if it's a clock if he's never went in the apartment? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because yeah, he totally knew the victim because of the clock. Yeah, no. You're lying! You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Order in this court. Court. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke as just you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. Shut it. What's this meaning of this? So baseless conjecture. Faceless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never! Look, the clock, saw! Really? Shut! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Hey, the witness blew it up in court. Order! Order in this court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Really, man? Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is running on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear, you simply must... Now, if I answer wrong, I get penalized. The clock's battery has nothing to do with this busted neighbors. Yeah. Hey, neighbor, did the clock go off? Oh, yeah, it did. See? Bruh, that does not fix anything. You may want to sound the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what is he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! Oh my god! He's right! How am I gonna prove that? Oh, I'll show you easily. Passport. But you're an idiot, so you need someone to tell you how. Damn it, I was so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indicate the witness. Unfortunately. Oh, so you mean you know he's guilty, but you're gonna let him slide anyway. Wow. I come all this way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Sure, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Game over. Psych! Chief, not for Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Oh yeah, I already know. It's just that Wright's an idiot, so I have to point out the fact that you're not for Chief. And the time zones are different in Paris and America. Well, this game's not in America, but the fact that technically the game behaves like we're in America, so play along. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the 3 hours slow on the clock? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be slow? Yes, I can. I can prove it! You must have some evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, let him have it. Well, right? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! There's a piece of evidence in the court record that could prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see, pull this off. Let's see if this sentence proves why the clock's running slow. Take that! Aw, shoot. I pressed enter instead of E. Take that! Right, stop stealing my thunder! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since the returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proving up for you, Mr. Solid, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah, that's what happens. When you get caught that you're the murderer, you puke. Order, I say. Somebody arrest that guy. Especially how he passes out by puking. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, you're the killer. He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! We did it! We're the best lawyers in the world! And with that, this court is adjourned. Ah, thank God. Now we can all go home and have some Chick-fil-A. Turns out that Frank Sawyer was a common burglar. So basically, he was a terrible secondary character. Wow. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawyer let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her apartment, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawyer grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and smacked her in the head with it and killed her. Thus, ketchup came out of her head. Wow, it took like 4 hours to complete this case. 4 hours and a half. Whoa, I can't believe I won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. And congratulations for the fact that you're still not for... Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and on such a satisfying note. What, you failed your own trials because you're a bad lawyer? I'm sorry. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. What are you gonna say now, right? Congratulations, Harry Potter. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. It is. Hey! I knew you weren't for kids! Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Hey, didn't you say you owed it to Mia? Yeah, now you want to claim all the credit. Now that he's giving credit to her. Weirdo. Oh, and hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. But really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. You may keep it in storage and never use it. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she got quite a lot of you. In her own way. Nah, you gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Stop with the rights. Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Don't you mean the clock?
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive where you just jumped to her? Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it of what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better, and not to kill himself. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you'll realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never! Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yes, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to our innocent butts. Stop! Again! You're not for... Yeah! Oh, and speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part of it, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me, I didn't know then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Dun dun dun! The end. I mean, to be continued. A brand new episode has been added, and I'll tell you for a fact that this one's definitely not for kids. Jesus Christ, this episode's been really weird. Well, guys, this is the end of the first episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hope you enjoy this series, because I'm going to keep doing it, because this is actually a rather fun game that I think I'm going to do with my friends. Well, just, commentary, basically, because think about it. This would be boring if it's just me constantly complaining about the whole fact that this game is not appropriate. Or something like that, I don't know. But anyways, hope you enjoy this video. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Goodbye.